Okay guys, so I got a little bit of money and I decided it was time to tackle some of the problems in here. They're not major problems, just small stuff that I need to go ahead and do. One of them is a power steering hose down below. I think it's the return line. It's like dry rotted or cracked or something weird, so it's leaking pretty good. So I already ordered that. And another thing is the water pump. As you can see, it's moving around pretty good. The bearing's probably shot, so I'm gonna replace that. And this belt here for the alternator, it was really loose and it was adjusted all the way, so I need to replace that belt, and then I'm gonna might as well go ahead and replace the power steering belt down there. And at the same time, because it was pretty worn looking, and it's adjusted all the way too, although it's not as loose. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and I'll probably have to order the parts from the parts house and go back and get them. And I'm hoping I don't have to get an alternator. I hope it's just a pulley, but I hear a little bit of bearing noise there, so I have to see how I feel about that. But for now, I'm just taking the belts off and getting ready to take apart the water pump assembly there. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so I got the antifreeze drained down there. It's almost all the way down. I put it in a pan down there so it wouldn't get all over the place, but you know how it is, it always gets in some places. But I got the belts off before I did that, and I painted this power steering pulley here with some flat black, and also painted the master cylinder here with some flat black and the brake booster. And I'm gonna paint this Chevy orange when I get that, when I go to the parts house tomorrow. I will paint those pulleys when I get done taking the fan clutch and everything off too. And I'm just gonna touch up, stuff as I go along. Okay, so I got the pump off. I took the fan off first, and so I got the pump off there, and got all the stuff over here. There's the old pump here, fan, clutch, and fan. I'm gonna paint that up, and then the pulleys here. Oh jeez, I'm gonna paint those up if I don't drop them first, and then bracket for the alternator. And yeah, so I got that much done. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and wire brush these pieces here first, and then I'm gonna hit them with some 60. So I'm gonna do that and fade in, fade out, speed up, whatever. So here we go. Alright guys, so it's been a few days. I don't remember exactly what all I showed you, but as you can see here, I've painted all my pulleys and the alternator bracket, and also started painting the fan clutch assembly. Used some aluminum primer on the whole thing, even though it was only this part that was aluminum, I think. But then I sprayed some black on everything but the blades here, because I'm going to paint the blades orange, just so they're more visible and there's kind of a contrast, just kind of detailing it out a little bit. And also over here you can see I got my new water pump. It's a new one, but I believe it is exactly like the old one, pretty much. So it's almost like a replacement one. It's not like an upgrade or anything. So I got that. I'm gonna paint that orange, and got the gaskets with it too, so that's good. And I don't know how much time I have today, but I'm gonna go ahead and paint the stuff I want to paint, and then I'll be putting it all back together. Alright, so the water pump, since it's new, it's pretty clean, so I'm just gonna hit it with some 220 probably, just to rough it up a little bit before I paint it. And I also already pre-sanded these blades a couple days ago, but I'm just gonna scuff sand the overspray here where I didn't tape it up just because I didn't really need to. And then I'll go ahead and paint these things orange. So let me do that real fast. Alright, so when I was at the store, I didn't see a can of paint that was called Chevy Orange, so I just got this orange here. Thinking, for some reason I had in my mind that it was brighter, and that this would be closer to the Chevy Orange, but I was wrong. So it's quite a bit brighter than the Chevy Orange, but I'm not worried about it. I can always repaint it later if I feel like it, but it looks pretty cool anyways. So. Alright guys, so when I said that I was gonna not care about this brighter orange, and you know, it didn't really matter, I lied. I started thinking about it, and I just figured it'd be better for me to spend a little bit more effort and redo it. Probably shouldn't even done it in the first place, but redo it and put some actual Chevy Orange on there. So I went to the parts house again today and I got a can of Chevy Orange. And they had actually two different kinds. They had Chevy Orange and Chevy Orange Red, and I didn't know exactly which one, so I just got the regular Chevy Orange, and I think it is pretty close. But either way, it'll be a lot closer than this stuff was. So I have to redo everything that I did yesterday, and I'm hoping that since I just sprayed the paint yesterday, that the paint won't peel up on me. Because of the new spray paint on top of it. So I'm just gonna go pretty thin on it and watch it pretty close and see how it acts. So hope for the best. So yeah, that's definitely a lot closer to what the engine block and intake is. So I don't see it bubbling right now, so maybe if I just keep putting real thin coats on there until I get it covered enough, it'll be okay and I won't have any problems, but we'll see how that goes. Okay guys, so I got everything back together, the water pump, fan, belts, everything. It all looks good over there. The paint it really brightens up this whole area, and the fan blades, they are a little bit rough because I didn't wet sand them, I just dry sanded them, so they're not as smooth as they could be, but they still look a whole lot better than they did, and I'm happy with them. It was a pain to get the alternator pulley on because the valve covers I think are a little bit higher than the stock ones, so I had to actually take the alternator all the way off and wrestle it, get the belt on, and then wrestle it back into place. So don't have to be changing those anytime soon. They got rid of all the belt noise that I was hearing when I put the new belts on it and got them tight. So all I had now is a little bit of bearing noise from the alternator, but I can live with that until I have some spare money. And I haven't seen any drips from the water pump yet, so that's good. Also, probably got to repaint part of the brake booster here with some pinstripe paint because the black got a little of the orange there, but it's no big deal. And I think that was it. I just wanted to make the last part in this video and show you the completed water pump assembly and beginning of detailing. So yeah, thanks for watching.